There's practices that we have to sustain to keep it all together, such as honoring the Sabbath, which is really big in our family, just resting for one day. Because as you know, working just for 7 days straight, you'll burn yourself and your organization out if you do that.
Yeah, it's interesting because we're in an industry where you go 7 days a week. Predominantly, right? And there are some very big brands that have done it where they've taken off Sunday. We have some brands
Chick-fil-A, right?
Chick-fil-A, yeah. And we have some brands ourselves that are off on some Sundays. I actually think that we all should do what Italy does, and that is take the whole month of August off. Should we do that? Who wants to do that? Because I want to do that.
Makes up for the whole year.
Yeah, it makes up for the whole year. I think we should do that. But did you ever see yourself here, though? Like, go back to when you were in Arlington Heights, and you're like, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to build a thriving business, which I don't think a lot of people understand. You have a lot of different business events that you're doing. And it's not just events, it's actually business investments and initiatives as well. And that's what was surprising to me is like, you're a true full-blown entrepreneur. Did you ever see yourself here?
Well, not exactly. It's been kind of a interesting journey. But no, look, I've always been someone who has been into building stuff. And especially whether it be brands or businesses. And one thing I think that people don't quite grasp is that we have 1,000 employees in what we do. We have a very successful for-profit entity, a very successful non-for-profit entity. Well over $140 million in revenue now a year.
Incredible.
Which in our space is a lot of money, right? And so, look, I love finding problems and solving them, which is what an entrepreneur at its core actually is. And I love building teams. I myself know my skill set, and managing is not one of them, managing people day to day. But I'm really good at trying to find a vision, put forward exactly how we're going to get there, and then being kind of that life force. And as an entrepreneur, I find this especially with founders. Founders are rarely good day-to-day managers. Sometimes they are. But the one thing the founder has is that spark and that relentless drive to go to the next location or to the next interval. And what I have found is that is a rarity in a lot of times, where sometimes my team is like, Charlie, why do you keep on pushing? It's like, that's just who I am. It's like, we have to grow, we have to expand. I'm sure,
Same thing.
Same DNA. And understand, as founders and executives and as entrepreneurs, you're in a genetic